Good morning. I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 40 years. I'm going through the lessons this year asking Jesus to clarify for me, and then I'm writing from that clarity, and that's what I want to share with you today. So I'm looking at lesson 145, and this is one of our review lessons. My mind holds only what I think with God. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. It is impossible to see two worlds. Sometimes it's discouraging to be in this world. There is so much unkindness, even outright cruelty. This does not seem to be getting better, but on the contrary, it's worse all the time. Maybe because I see how beautiful and loving it could be without our projected guilt, it makes it harder to experience it as it is. But as Jesus tells us, there is a world beyond this one that I do want. This reminds me of my purpose, why I'm here, and I feel the darkness lifting. As I release these thoughts through the Holy Spirit, the more familiar feeling of peace and happiness returns. The reason I felt a momentary sense of discouragement and then felt uplifted is that I deliberately let go of the ego's perspective of life so that I could have the Holy Spirit's corrected perspective. Of course, I cannot have them both at the same time. That's like climbing into bed and deciding I want to go to sleep, but stay awake instead. I have to choose, and I do so in every moment. The world I made up or the corrected world? Which one do I want? Once the real world is chosen by us, we will let the world go entirely. But for now, our goal is the real world where there's peace and happiness all the time, where we treat others as if we love them deeply because we see that we do. In the real world, there is no cruelty, not even the slightest unkindness. Who would want to do that if they knew they were all connected in a way that made giving and receiving the same? In the real world, there is no competition because we want everyone to have what we have. This world is ours as we let go of the world we made. We must each make that decision until it's accepted by all. This is why Jesus tells us that our function is to accept the atonement. Another way to say this is that our function to forgive so that we awaken. Once that is done, we can help others who are ready to accept their function. If you sometimes feel discouraged with the world, be comforted to know that you are no longer coming here to waste time. You have a divine purpose you're fulfilling, and the weary world is encouraged that you are here completing that function. Thank you so much for sharing this review lesson with me. And if you haven't yet, then please subscribe. If you found this helpful, please like it. And I will be back tomorrow with another lesson.